right? Somebody who sneezes all the time and has lots of influential, cool friends. Actually, I apologize. Is there a water anywhere? Can I? Thank you. Ooh. And that, friends, is why I'm in marketing and not professional sports. Thank you. Sorry, guys. My voice is giving out there. So others spread your message for you. And let's go into that a little bit and what that means. So I really like this slide because it points out why you should care. Because I have companies ask me all the time, is Twitter just a fad? Is Facebook just a fad? Is it cool? Well, you know what? They are harder to leverage. You got to be careful. And a lot of the communication is outside of your control. But look at the reach, right? If the core of that is your brand, this is who you are as a company. This is the affinity that you want to build to somebody. This is the connection that you need to make. Communication 1.0, your direct sales force, your static websites, your commercials and your radio ads and your billboards. You know what? That can only reach so many people. That can only reach the people that watched your commercial and read your billboard and got a cold call from your horrible sales staff, right? Web 2.0 starts to expand your reach in a couple of different ways, right? It expands your reach in that more people hear your message because Web 2.0 is more search engine friendly. People type more stuff. There's more content. And it's more salient to what people search for because, fundamentally, people don't search for your bullcrap marketing buzzwords that you put all over your website. They search for their problem, right? And when they get to your website, you're more likely to build a brand affinity because if people have chimed in on your blog or chimed in on your wiki, it starts to make people trust your brand. It makes people connect more with your brand than they would have if they just saw your static web page. Web 3.0 has an immense reach. And the reason that it has an immense reach is you have all these clusters of people. You are no longer publishing a message. You're starting conversations. You're pushing information out there for people to consume. And one of the byproducts of that happening is, you have to wait for me to walk all the way back around the table, is credibility. The conversations that happen that you're not a part of, the conversations that you influenced, have a credibility that you never could bring to the table as the brand directly. Now, okay. We've all heard the term viral. I would put forth, we're going to talk a little bit about what viral means thus far, but there's so much more, and this is where we really start to pull in the semantical piece and the relevance for Kynetx and the reason that you're all here today. There are aspects of viral that haven't been leveraged fully yet that I think is a real opportunity. I'll tell you what, it's going in my little Boy Scout first aid kit. Fundamentally, what does viral even mean? Well, you ask a bunch of marketers and they'll say, well, it means other people spread the message for you. It's sneezers, right? They spread the message. They turn into your zealots and they go talk about it, right? But viruses are way smarter than that. If that's all viruses were, we'd have wiped them out by now, right? A virus, yeah, it spreads and it replicates. It also becomes a part of its new environment, right? So as we talk about the future of interactive marketing, as we talk about the future of the web, we're starting to see some of the lines blur, right? We're starting to see, we see it right now where Facebook is starting to push its presence into websites and starting to pull website presences back into Facebook. We're starting to see it where Google is taking Twitter and making it part of your search results. But it also leverages those host environments and it morphs to adapt. So if you think about how a virus works, if everybody had the same flu, our bodies would overcome it. We'd get over it, right? The flu adapts. Every year the flu is a little bit different and there are 10 different strains of the flu. Why is that? Because everyone is different. And this is where viruses have got it. And a lot of the ways that people are using social media today hasn't yet. And this is where we start to tie in the semantical component, which we'll start to talk about now. Semantics. Okay, what does that even mean? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I didn't wake up this morning and look at a website and go, oh damn, I really needed some semantics on here, right? What does that mean? We talk about semantics, but to the end user, to connect, to build a brand affinity, to make people want to engage with our brand or love our website or whatever, what does it mean? It fundamentally means relevant, because that's all they care about. And even further, what does relevant even mean, right? Well, the reason that we have to understand that is the world is made of snackers. Go look at your web analytics. For most websites, 1 minute on a web page is a really long time. And you know what? 50% of the web pages out there, you can't even read that page in a minute. And guess what that means? They didn't, right? They don't care about most of what you're saying. It's too much information. And the reason that it's too much information is because they want information right now. You know what? Instant gratification. That's all I want, right? I want to be able to wiki anything I ever want to know. I want to be able to Google. I want to be able to watch a movie right now. I want to listen to the song. You know, just the other day, oh, this is going to date me, right? When I was a little kid, there was this song out called Bigfoot. You know, Bigfoot's coming, gonna get you, right? Nobody else in the room. Is there anyone else in the room that has ever heard that song? Don't be embarrassed. I see. Were you guys punching it in right there? Do you know that song? No? They're excited about something else right there. No, I found the song, right? Well, that's what I did. I Googled and I searched and I found the song and I shifted to my brother. And like I said at the beginning, I'm one of those 10 people that has something so stupid that the other 10 people that think it's cool. We're going to form a little Facebook group. And anyway, fans of the Bigfoot song, right? I wanted that song and I was astounded. I was outraged that it was a little bit hard to find on Google, right? Good grief, it's just a song. I should be able to have it right now, right? You know what? I Google answers on my iPhone in church sometimes, right? Everybody thought I was so smart because she wrote something up on the board in Russian, and she's like, what's that say? And I'm like, well, that says, yeah. Fundamentally, I want what I want, when I want it, wherever I am. And the hard part, I expect you to know what that is. Because I don't even always know. So, great. That doesn't sound hard. How do we become relevant? How do we start to deliver up information that is going to be relevant to the person? How do we take that person who's only willing to spend a minute or less on my website and deliver a minute or less worth of information instead of all my crap, right? Well, the answer is we need to start to take things that we know. The first is time. When are you consuming the content? Because usage patterns are different, right? If you hit a grocery store website at 9 o'clock in the morning, odds are you're planning to go grocery shopping, right? If you hit a grocery store website at 11 p.m., well, maybe I need to highlight the fact that we do delivery. Because you may well be in your pajamas. You probably don't feel like going grocery store shopping at 11 p.m., right? Maybe you need a few things, and if you knew that I delivered, that'd be relevant, powerful information to you. It would be. Somebody in the front row agrees. Where you are physically located. I mean, this one I'm not going to pound on too much because I think we get it. I mean, geolocation. We've seen Yelp. We've seen, other products like that start to give us information based on where we're physically located. Which saved me, by the way, when I was at Disneyland from going to that restaurant across the street with the buffet because everybody said it sucked. We take what we know about the person and cater the message based on that. Now, one of the things that we need to do here is, the power of a platform like Kynetx is the ability to broker all this information,